Good morning, and welcome to Morning Musings, where we're listening for a message from the universe about going for our big dream. And by going for your big dream, I mean living your most authentic life, living the life that you know you were meant for. That that space and time of just living like your best life. Uh, yeah, you know you were meant for something more. You know that this can't be it, right? It's like your life is good, right? Maybe it's not. Who knows? But life tends to be okay, but you're like, really, is this it? This is what I worked all this time for? Yeah, something more, something bigger, something better, something different, more aligned to who you are. Uh, and I know I was in that space, like, okay, done the kids, I've done the job, life's all right, we're comfortable, and I'm not good. So let's get there. Let's get good, right? In a way that we can, right? And what I found is like being authentic to yourself, being who you really are, not putting on the play of all these other things, you know, doing the things you like to do, being with the people you like being with. Yeah, yeah, that's the authentic life. That's the big dream. Doing, helping people out if that's what you want to do, discovering new things, going back to school, is, whatever it is. It's not too late. You're not too old. Your time is not past. You know, there may be things that are hindered, like if you're my age and you wanted to be an astronaut your whole life, that may not be happening, but that doesn't mean that you can't study what the astronauts study. That doesn't mean that you can't discover and be involved with and, you know, make little rocket ships or whatever. You know what I mean? There are things you can do that you are in that world fulfilling that desire. And who says you can't go to space when you're this old? William Shatner did. It's possible. It's becoming possible, right? Who knows? But you got to do the things to get there. You got to take some action. You got to change some things. You got to shift some perspectives. You got to, you know, be willing to walk that journey. And so that's kind of what this oracle card reading is, right? We're using Alana Fairchild, Sacred Rebels Oracle card deck as our conduit for this message from the universe. And it's just a little message about, you know, what to think about today. What do we need to hear today that will help us along our journey, right? What will we think about today? So, yeah, right. We have a card. I was thinking about doing a meditation, but the card is here. It wants to be read. So let's read the card. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. We had this one last week, I think. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Let's read this one. Getting there, getting there. There it is. Got our book. Right. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Dear Sacred Rebel, this moment in your life requires great courage. Fortunately, you possess that in bucket loads. You are being asked to allow yourself to be lifted out of one level of known reality and into the next level of higher voltage reality. Higher voltage reality requires a more absolute trust and a heart that is surrendered into the greater heart of the universe so that life can happen to us, through us, and with us more quickly, more radically, more beautifully, and more boldly. You are now being invited into this new reality where things happen quickly and according to bold, loving optimism. This is a reality not only of potential, but of manifestation of the great, big, cosmic yes. Yes, 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 yes. To access this reality, you have to leap from known waters, and others may think you are crazy for doing so. You have to leave behind the dark, weighty grip of hesitation, procrastination, second guessing, and the belief you have to do everything on your own. You may fear for your life. How will you be safe in the wild electrical pulse of so much aliveness? How will you function without the hazy, sleep inducing paralysis of playing it safe, taking too long, and placing lesser priorities above your sacred art of life? How will you hold yourself back if you don't hold on to fear? You do not need to worry about such things. Life is wild, but it is also wise. It is a force of startling, raw awakening at times. But it is also the natural process of evolution where all things mature according to a seasonal cycle in right timing. You are a part of, not apart from, that process. The invitation to shift gears and jump on board the express train of life will feel exhilarating and perhaps also challenging. When you are in the hold of darkness, you will feel pushed to turn away, to imagine it is all too much, and to create excuses about how your desires aren't grounded enough, that you are being too flighty or flaky, or that you are not living in the real world. That is fear talking, not truth. If the sacred rebel is not awakened, we will continue to live in a culture drenched in fear and distrust of nature. Those without awakened hearts don't yet understand what nature knows. She knows timing. She knows life and death. She knows the creative process. She just knows and can be trusted to be support us, her own creations, in becoming all that we can become. Does this mean that we become passive and just flow along like a limp leaf detached from the tree and blown about randomly by the breeze? No. Being free of the dark hold empowers us to take up our cause. This means being free to act and affirm the intuitive feelings we have by following up on them. This is painting like someone who has lost their mind, completely free and from the heart. It means writing even though you have no conscious idea of what you are writing, even as the words are streaming forth upon the page before your rather curious eyes. And it means speaking about your work, never hiding it away. Allow it to breathe the fresh air and be held in the gaze of another. Detach from the darkness that would say, it's not enough or must be the best thing ever, whatever that means, in order to be worthy of a place in the world. Instead, just let it be what it is. It might fly, it might endure, and it might not. All of nature, including you and your passions and dreams, will be what is needed, when it is needed, and how it is needed, according to wisdom. We just have to trust in this within ourselves and within nature herself through the flow of life and participate. You are asked to go within and imagine diving deep off the edge of what you have known. There is so much more calling to you now. It's your time. Leap. Oh, yeah. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. So let's do our meditation. Right? And just being in your chair, closing your eyes, taking some deep breaths. And just feeling your body. I want you to feel those areas that feel good, that are strong, that are healthy. Thank you, body, for taking care of me. Thank you for being healthy and strong. Thank you for doing the job of carting me around this world. Thank you for protecting. And then go to those areas of tension, of pain, of healing, and realize that your body is doing this all on its own. It's protecting you. It's healing you. It's letting you know those little warnings of like, don't push it too far. There's a level of protection in those injuries, in the pain, in the tension. And I want you to think about those areas of tension that have been there for years and years, the same area. And I want you to realize that this is the body holding on to an old wound and keeping you protected from it. And it could be a mental, emotional, spiritual, as well as physical wound that happened a long time ago. And I want you to know and let your body know that that situation no longer exists. That situation is not here and now. And you can release, you can let go of that stance, that position, that holding on to that protective stance. You can relax and let go. You are an adult now. You have skills to deal with those kinds of things. You have received the tools and you can put them away now. They're not needed on a daily basis anymore. And as you relax and release the tension, I want you to go into your heart center, behind all the boundaries that have kept you safe, and find your divine spark, this wonderful spark of light that leads you with its intuition and its pulling and its yearning and its understanding of what's not right. And as you pay attention, the spark gets bigger and brighter and more full, seeping through the cracks of the boundaries that surround your heart, making those cracks just a little wider every time. Every time you look at it and acknowledge it. And as that light is shining, I want you to imagine opening up the bottom of your feet and inviting in the earth energy, that creative energy, that life-giving force that the earth has. And as that energy is coming into your body, feel it flow into your feet, up your ankles, up your legs, into your knees, up your thighs, into your torso, filling up your body and seeking out those areas of tension to lend it more healing information, more healing light, warmth to relax those stressed muscles, peeling apart the knots gently, assuredly, with compassion, not just ripping it off so that the wound is exposed, but giving the wound time to heal. And as that earth energy reaches your heart center, it sees and finds your divine spark and connects with it and merges with it, giving it all the possibilities of physical manifestation, all the possibilities that this earth can offer. And as your divine spark is soaking up the creative possibilities of the earth, I want you to imagine opening the top of your head and inviting in the energy of the universe, this ever expansive, amazing universe with all its galaxies, all its planets, all its suns and stars, its knowledge of things beyond our earth and the possibilities out there. And as that energy flows in and comes down behind your eyes, you see your path illuminated. This is what's going to happen. There are going to be twists and turns. There are going to be hills and valleys. There are going to be obstacles, but there are also the tools to get through those obstacles. But the path is clear. Your big dream, that journey you can see, and you can follow it to the end. And that energy moves down behind your ears, between your ears, and it clears out all those old messages of negative, and it turns those messages into white noise so that you hear with clarity the messages meant for you, the positive reinforcement, the cheerleading, the you got this, I've got your back. When you're cold and lonely and tired and need a shoulder, this energy has that shoulder. and the encouragement and the understanding of all that you are going through. And that energy flows down into your throat, sneaking behind the walls and the boundaries that surround your voice, bringing it capability to speak strongly, bringing it the capability to remove those boundaries from within, gently, not harshly, testing the waters, taking out a brick and realizing I can speak strong with confidence, clarity, conviction, and compassion about your big dream and your journey. You can speak about your journey. And as that energy flows down into your shoulders, down your arms, into the heart space, it reconnects with that gift it gave you when you were born, that divine spark, that big dream that only you can bring into fruition. Only you can make it happen. And let's move into the healing process of our card. Say, I accept the offer of life so that I may truly live. Through unconditional love, I now invite and receive all assistance, intervention, protection, and inspiration so that I may leap into my next cycle of life, held in the loving grace of wisdom. So be it. And that earth energy, your divine spark energy, and the energy of the universe coalesce, merge, and create with that unconditional love so that you may truly live. Oh, and as you come back, know that that spark within you lights the way so that you can relax the hold of darkness and be truly at cause with your big dream. Be truly led by your divine spark, by your authentic self, to do the things you do. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of Morning Musings. If you've been enjoying them, please hit the like and subscribe and hit the bell up there somewhere that will notify you when I go live next, which I do every morning. And go out there and be your light. Be at cause with your big dream. See the journey. Take the steps. Make those decisions that will bring you onto the path of your big dream. Making that happen. It's an exciting journey. It's an adventure. It's so much fun. And when you have the right people around you, it's really supportive. so that they can pick you up when you fall down. Because you will. It happens. That's part of life. They'll help you figure out the puzzles that are really hard so that you can move on. And if you're looking for a little bit of support in that area, today at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, I'm having the Big Dream Wake Up Call, where we will get in touch, really in touch with your divine spark, with your big dream. And we will start to create a narrative for you to move forward, some semblance of action, a couple of steps that will get you started, but will get you really clear on what your big dream is right this minute, right now. It will iterate over time. It will change over time. New information will come in and you'll be like, oh, that's what I needed. But for right now, let's get in touch with where it is, where you are right now, and how you can move forward on this journey. The link is in the description below. There's still time to register. Again, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's happening today. And I look forward to seeing you so that you can live your big dream, so that you can live your authentic life, so that you can relax the hold of darkness and be at cause with who you truly are, who you really want to be. I look forward to it. You have an awesome day. And remember, keep your eyes on the horizon, your hands on the wheel, and your foot on the gas, baby. Let's do this. And I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll see you today. Later. All right. Bye-bye.